G'day guys, Wereman here. Welcome back to the workshop. We're doing some more equipment-y style option rules. And I think this was mentioned in a previous one, or possibly one that's to come. I don't know what order Pillar's going to put these up in.
No, I don't know either.
But it's one that I've wanted to put on. It's on my list. And it is Case 2. Which is Case, but the second version. Bom, 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 bom. It's been developed simultaneously by the clans and by the Inner Sphere, so they can both use it. It's experimental for both, and I think it's 3062 for the clans and 3064 for the Inner Sphere.
Always so just a little bit behind.
Yeah, we're always a bit behind. But this stuff is really, really good. It takes up more space and it's heavier than standard Case, but if you're like me and you're plagued with ammunition explosions, just have a listen to this. So when ammunition protected by Case 2 explodes, including ammunition-like explosions like Gauss weaponry, only 1 point of internal damage is inflicted to the location, with a normal chance for critical hits, while any remaining damage is applied to the location's rear armor and does not transfer after that. Ooh. Furthermore, for any critical hits rolled up as a result of an ammunition explosion invented by Case 2, the controlling player rolls 2d6 again for each one and disregards the critical effects on a result of 8+. Otherwise, the critical hit applies as normal. Critical hits on a slot occupied by Case 2 itself have no effect and have to be re-rolled, the same as normal Case. So what you've essentially got is, instead of gutting your mech, your LRM ammo, and I will always come back to LRM ammo, explodes. It does 1 point of damage to your internal structure and then blows the rest of that damage out through the rear torso. And it gives you a critical hit roll. But if your opponent rolls that critical hit chance and they get critical hits, then each of those critical hits you have to roll another 2d6. And if you get an 8 or better, it's disregarded, which is really good.
That is juicy.
It is really, really good. That keeps you in the fight, right? None of this damage transfers anywhere. None of it goes anywhere except 1 point to the internal structure, and the rest blows out the armor. And that is it. That's all you get, right? And that is really, really good, because your standard, like your archer, it can transfer into the cockpit, it can transfer into the center torso, into the engine, and just completely decimate the unit fairly easily.
Are there restrictions of where you can mount Case 2?
It does not mention it. It's required for each location, so you have to have a location and weight and everything for each spot that's protected. Protects all ammo bins and other explosive components in that location. May be pod mounted as part of an Omni unit. Units built using either technology base can place Case 2 in any body location. A unit using Case 2 may also mount standard Case in the same or different locations if desired. So body location, I'm assuming, means anywhere, but it might mean torso only. It depends on what you take by body. I mean, my arms are part of my body.
Because normal Case for the Inner Sphere is restricted to the torsos, as we know.
Whereas...
And Case 2...
Yeah. Because clans can put it in their arms and legs.
So it says that Case 2 can be placed in any location that Case can normally be placed for.
It says any body location.
Any body location.
So units built using either technology base can place Case 2 in any body location. Now, I would probably say that would be torso. I don't know if they count arms and legs as body locations, but it'd be a simple matter to just go into one of the programs and try and put Case 2 into an arm, and it'll tell you whether you can do it or
say
not.
Whether you can or can't. So, but because it does say that it feeds the damage out through the rear torso.
I think it's probably, based on that and that, I'd say it's probably just
Because it doesn't say the corresponding torso
No.
of that side. It says the torso.
Yeah. So, and it does say that you can put standard case in different locations. So you could have a clan unit with case 2 in the torsos and case in the arms and legs.
Yeah.
Which would make sense. So I'm assuming you can only put it in a torso. But that is, I mean...
That's not a problem.
That's fine.
For what you get.
It doesn't protect you against pilot damage from internal explosions, unfortunately.
Okay.
You'd have to have some sort of shock-absorbing thing or something. In the case of an ammunition explosion in the head, which... Why? Why?
That stuff's expensive, mate.
That's
all right.
Why? So if you have a small cockpit and case 2, then 1 point of internal structure is destroyed, and then half of the starting head armor, rounded up, is destroyed. So if you've got 9 points, normally you'd lose 5, even if it currently only has 6. No damage is transferred and the head remains operational. So I guess that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
But if you are putting ammunition in the head of your mech, you have serious mental issues. I think you need to sort yourself out. Seriously.
But they take up a slot, don't they?
Yeah. Well, that's why you'd have to use a small cockpit. Because I think the small cockpit gives you an extra slot. And then the ammo, and then case 2. And it's just why? I mean, the grasshopper having an LRM in the head, fine. You want to put a laser in your head, fine. You're trying to put ammunition in your head, you've got something wrong in your brain and you need to seek help. Because that's just silly. But know this, if you do it and you put case 2 in there and a small cockpit, then you're okay.
If it's a weapon like that you're going to get a lot of use out of with an ammunition, you probably need, what's machine gun, gives you 200 shots or something? A standard machine gun. There you go. So put the ammo in your head for that in a small cockpit. That's fine.
No, that's not fine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Look, your pilot's going to take the 2 crits anyway. It's going to get blown out of the back. It doesn't matter.
Ridiculous.
And the crit's going to be, he's only got like a 1 in 6 chance of it being the cockpit.
Dear. It's worth pointing out that for fighters, it reduces the ammunition explosion against such units as well. 1 point against the unit's SI. We'll probably get into ammunition explosions for aerospace fighters at some point.
We're going to be shooting at one another, don't you worry about that. We're shooting at something. We got itchy trigger fingers.
Yeah. So it doesn't. The fact that it doesn't transfer and you only take 1 internal damage is just gold. I reckon that's brilliant. In the case of an explosion in an arm or a leg, 1 point of internal structure is destroyed in the arm. Oh, there you go. You can put it in arms and legs. The remaining damage is shunted through the ammo load mechanism and blows out the rear torso of the battle mech.
Okay.
So I skipped to trying to figure out this bit before I finish that bit. Always read the whole thing.
Read the whole thing, yes. Good rules to live by.
That's the second rule.
Yes.
Rule number 2. Right.
My friend.
So that it does 1 point of internal structure in your arm, and the remaining damage is shunted through the ammo load mechanism and blows out the rear torso of the battle mech.
Okay.
Depending on right or left arm is right or left torso, obviously, and the arm or leg remains attached and operational.
Oh yes. That's gold.
Which is good.
That is gold.
I mean, even if you take that 1 point of damage and you've got critical hit effects from that, you still might survive. I mean, if you've got some other stuff in the arms, then those critical hits have a chance to be negated anyway, but even if they apply, you've still got the chance for them to hit something other than actuators and things like that.
And that helps also extend the longevity of the arms, which you can now probably put more weapons into.
Yeah.
Which is a good idea because of the field of fire that they can generate.
Yeah.
And anything that extends their life is definitely good.
So the mechs that have like an SRM and some ammo in that arm can now maybe mount a couple of lasers in there as well and not run the risk of an ammo explosion taking the whole arm off.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
losing all the weapons. You've
Yeah.
lost that ton of ammo, but you haven't lost all of your weaponry.
No, that's right.
Which is pretty cool. So yeah, slight correction there.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
But yeah, that's it's pretty cool. Like I say, it's bulkier and heavier, so you're probably paying more tonnage, and it'll probably have multiple locations, which could make it difficult to fit in places. But it is still better than standard case by a long shot.
And if you're like you're saying, you love your LRM launcher models and things like that, so that's great for them. You can just stack up that ammunition in there and just not worry about it.
Yeah, there's no listing there for it to do vehicles, but
no, as far as I know, they can't have case 2.
No, they can't have case 2.
No.
It's not mentioned. So I actually read the whole thing this time, and no, it's not mentioned for vehicles. It's only aerospace fighters and oh no, wait. With normal chance of critical range, like a rear armor, and does not transfer after that. It just says rear armor. It doesn't mention whether it's vehicle armor or not. So maybe you can. I thought, it says rear torso armor, but it doesn't say rear torso armor. It just says rear armor. So maybe you can put it in vehicles. I don't think you can, but it's probably, again, worth looking at.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I think that is like orders of magnitude better than case. And I love case. Case is your friend. If you're taking missiles and things with like a lot of ammo and stuff. And case 2 is just, I mean, you've got to go 30-60s to get it, and experimental to get it, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. No, I do like that. And case is very useful.
Oh yeah.
But case 2 will give you the benefit of the XL engine. You won't have to worry about it sort of.
Yeah, case 2 and an XL, Innosphere XL, and you've.
Yep.
I mean, you've still got the chance for critical hits, but you've severely limited the amount of damage that those ammo explosions are doing.
That's right. Yeah. So you can flood that whole area with extra equipment.
Yeah.
So you've got your ammo bins in there, sure, but you've also got, I don't know, Artemis fire control something or other, and medium lasers, or
And when I first got a look at case, the standard case, I was like, that is the best thing ever.
Mm.
I want that in every mech I make from now on, because I was putting LRMs and SRMs in all of my mechs and just getting explosions all over the place.
Yeah.
But case was the standard after I learned what it was. And now case 2 is like, I mean, if we're doing 30-60 and experimental, I'm going to consider case 2 in a build every time.
You're going to make another variant of your Shadowhawk.
Yes.
You could make it even better.
You do honestly have nightmares about that, don't you? Oh my God.
Good design,
you mention it so many times.
That is a good design, man.
I reckon if you put case 2 in that one, you drop a little bit of stuff. You could probably drop one of the MMLs and fit like a medium laser and case 2 in there. Easy. Probably some backup stuff, ECMs and junk. I reckon you could probably do that. Maybe I'll make a variant with case 2 in it. It's good quality, and like I say, it's orders of magnitude better than the original case, and it is infinitely preferable to having nothing there.
Oh, for sure.
Just letting it all explode, because your whole thing goes up there.
Yeah.
But all good.
Yeah,
that was
case 2. Thumbs up. 2. Definitely. Yeah, really, really good.
We're giving them ratings out of 5 at this point, so I'll call that a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
6 chainsaws out of 12. Whatever.
Something like that.
It's good. Try it out.
1 battle armor plushie. They haven't done that yet. Come on, guys, hurry up.
Have an elemental plushie. I mean, they've done the urban mech. They should really do the elemental.
Well, I want the quad ones. They'd be like little puppy,
like a little Fenris.
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes.
All right. Before we get too sidetracked, you guys stay groovy, and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.